The locker room was silent. Not the kind of silence that settles after a job well done, but a heavy, suffocating kind. The Kansas City Chiefs had just lost to the Houston Texans in a game that most believed would be a statement win. A bounce back after a season of ups and downs. Among the clatter of cleats and the distant echo of disappointed fans leaving Arrowhead Stadium, one quiet, human moment would soon eclipse the game's final score and statistics. Travis Kelce, the Chiefs' charismatic tight end, being comforted by his fiancée, global superstar Taylor Swift, in a scene that spoke volumes about love, support, and vulnerability in the world of professional sports. December 7th was supposed to be another routine triumph for the Chiefs. Analysts had picked them to win. Fans had filled the stands with red and gold, and the city buzzed with anticipation. Instead, the evening ended in heartbreak. The Texans, considered underdogs, eked out a win, leaving the Chiefs' locker room awash with frustration and disbelief. The mood was a stark contrast to the usual energy that follows a Chiefs game, gone were the triumphant shouts, the playful teasing, the confident laughter. Players moved quietly, some removing their pads and gloves with more force than necessary, others staring at their lockers, lost in thought. Patrick Mahomes, usually the image of composure, sat with his hands clasped, while Isaiah Pacheco tossed his gloves aside in frustration. And then there was Travis Kelce, normally the pulse of the team, the guy who cracks jokes and rallies spirits no matter the scoreboard. He was uncharacteristically subdued. Shoulders slumped, head low, hands on his hips. He seemed to carry the weight of the loss, not just for himself, but for everyone in that room. Reporters and staff present that night described a tension so thick it felt like no words could cut through it. For several minutes, Kelce didn't speak. His disappointment wasn't loud or dramatic, but it was palpable. He was replaying moments in his mind. The missed passes, the almost catches, the choices he wished he could take back. For a player who wears his heart on his sleeve, it was clear this loss hurt deeply. But then, something shifted. From the back hallway, where families and friends of the players wait during games, a familiar, striking figure appeared. Taylor Swift, wrapped in a light orange coat and a Chiefs red scarf, entered the room. Her expression was a mixture of concern and resolve, the same look she's been seen giving at countless award shows and concerts. But tonight, it was for one person only. She scanned the crowded room, searching for Travis. When their eyes met, the world seemed to pause. Without hesitation, Taylor walked straight to him. In that moment, the locker room, filled with disappointment and exhaustion, bore witness to something more powerful than any post-game speech or highlight reel. A simple, genuine embrace. Travis didn't need to say anything. He just let himself be held. He buried his head on Taylor's shoulder, and her arms circled his waist with steady, comforting grip. There was no performance of the cameras, no grand gestures. Taylor just patted his back, quietly, in a rhythm that seemed to slow his breathing and ease his tension. A chief staff member nearby later reflected on the scene. Nobody tried to break the silence. Nobody tried to offer cliches or advice. Instead, they saw how sometimes the most powerful thing you can do for someone you love is just to be there, to offer support without asking for explanations or solutions. For Kelce, known for his energy and outgoing personality, this was a rare moment of vulnerability. And for Swift, whose life is so often scrutinized and dissected in public, it was a private moment of strength, offering comfort without reservation or expectation. Travis Kelce isn't the official team captain, but his influence runs deep. Over the years, he's become the emotional core of the Chiefs, a player whose resilience and passion inspire those around him. He's a guy who rallies when the chips are down, who celebrates every teammate's success as if it were his own, who pushes through injuries and setbacks with a smile. That's why, when the team loses, especially a game they were supposed to win, Kelce feels it more than most. In the Texans game, despite several crucial catches and plays, he missed a couple of opportunities that he knew could have changed the outcome. Those misses replayed in his mind on loop, each one a reminder of how high the stakes are in the NFL and how quickly fortunes can turn. A relative of Kelce's would later share that Travis has always shouldered responsibility, sometimes to his own detriment. He believes he can make the difference, and when he falls short, it eats at him. But tonight, in that quiet locker room, was a reminder that even leaders need someone to lean on. For most of the world, Taylor Swift is a superstar, a Grammy-winning artist, a business mogul, an icon. But for Travis Kelce, and for those who saw their locker room embrace, she was simply a partner, a source of comfort in a moment of pain. She didn't offer pep talks or advice. She didn't try to distract him from his feelings. She just held him, reminding everyone that support can be silent and that love often means simply being present. Their relationship has been the subject of intense media coverage ever since rumors first emerged. Fans and critics alike have speculated about their compatibility, their future, and what it means for two people at the pinnacle of their respective careers to find each other. Yet, in this locker room moment, all those questions faded into the background. What mattered was the authenticity of their connection. As soon as images and reports of their embrace leaked to the media, social platforms erupted. Some fans gushed over the sweetness of the moment, while others commented on how refreshing it was to see a high-profile couple supporting each other in such a genuine way. It became more than a headline. It became a symbol. For young athletes watching at home, it was a powerful lesson in vulnerability. For couples navigating the ups and downs of everyday life, it was a reminder that support doesn't always have to come in the form of solutions or advice. Sometimes, it's just about being there. In the world of professional sports, where toughness and bravado are often prized above all else, Kelce and Swift's embrace was a rare display of authenticity. It showed that even the strongest competitors need comfort. It reminded us that behind every touchdown and highlight, there are human beings who feel the sting of defeat as keenly as anyone. It also revealed something about the nature of modern relationships, especially when lived so publicly. In an era where every move is scrutinized, Kelce and Swift's willingness to be vulnerable in front of their team, and by extension the world, was a testament to the strength of their bond. As the team regroups and looks ahead to the next challenge, there's little doubt that Kelce will find his fire again. If anything, moments like these, where defeat is met with resilience and love, are what forge champions. The Chiefs have always bounced back, and with Kelce at their heart, their spirit remains unbroken. For Kelce and Swift, their relationship will continue to draw attention. But for those fortunate enough to witness the locker room moment firsthand, it was clear that their connection is about more than fame or headlines. It's about mutual respect, understanding, and the simple, enduring power of a hug.